Hey guys. I don't know what that was. So if you didn't already, or if you did, I don't know. Yeah, I just did a 36-week update on my pregnancy. It was forever long. I know it's gonna take forever to update or watch it, whatever. But I wanted to include this in the update, but it was just, yeah, it was a very long update, so I didn't really have time to do it. So I just wanted to do a separate video, and while I have time, my boys are busy with their dad, and my oldest son is over at his grandparents' house, so I have time to do it, and so I'm going to try and do it. I know I have other videos I want to do, and maybe tomorrow. No promises, because you know how late I always am on everything. I would like to do a gender prediction video with my husband. So yeah, but basically what I wanted to talk about is how I plan on feeding this baby, how I fed my last two babies, and just get into that, just to talk about it and everything. So my first son, Samuel, my first child, Samuel, he was exclusively breastfed. He never had an ounce of formula. He was, oh my gosh, he was addicted to the boob. Like, he'd cry, he got the boob. He was tired, he got the boob. Like, he was happy, he got the boob. Like, anytime, like, he would rather nurse than eat solid foods. And I actually breastfed him up until probably a month after my second son was born. And of course he was eating solids and stuff by that point, because it was just before he turned 2 that he stopped nursing. And the reason being that he stopped nursing is he was mean. He did not want to share with his new baby brother. He wanted both boobs to be his. Like, I tried tandem nursing, I tried nursing them separate. I actually had a hard time pumping, but when he would nurse, I would like cheat and get him to nurse, and like on the other boob, like it would let down into the pump easier. But yeah, he just and during my pregnancy, he actually I think it was past 20 weeks, your milk will turn back to colostrum. So he didn't actually have the breast milk, he had colostrum. So until, you know, Jackson was born, and then a couple days later he was like, whoa, I miss this stuff. But yeah, he was mean. He started biting me. He would try and push his brother off. Like, I had to wean him. Like, I didn't have a choice. And I was sad, because like I know how much he loved to nurse, and it's so healthy for them to nurse. And I know some people are weirded out that like you would nurse past a year, and I got a lot of crap before Samuel had even turned 1 that I needed to start weaning him, and I'm like, no, I don't. I really don't. Like, it's none of your business, and he's fine. Like, my husband was fine with it, which even if he wasn't, like, I'm like, no, he's sorry, I have a bite on my ankle. But yeah, so he nursed for that long. He never had any formula. When Jackson was born, I remember so vividly, I don't even know if that's the right word, but when I was in the hospital with him, the first night, he, like, all he wanted to do was try and nurse. And of course, my milk hadn't come in yet, and he was just trying to suck down colostrum. I did not sleep at all that night. It was miserable. And not only like are you in the hospital and people are coming in every hour or so, like, it's so frustrating, but like he would not sleep. And I tried, you know, they're like, oh, try a passy, and like I tried a passy, and it's like, I'm like, no, he's hungry. Like, I don't know what the deal was. Like, the colostrum just wasn't enough. And I honestly wish that they had given me like some formula, because this hospital is all for breastfeeding, and I am all for breastfeeding. Like, there wasn't a reason that I could think of that I wouldn't have been able to breastfeed him. But it was just, it was hard on me, it was hard on him. Like, I didn't want him getting, you know, starving or anything like that, because, you know, not only do babies nurse for nutrients, but they nurse because they're thirsty, they nurse for comfort, like, and I know, like, it can take like three to 4 days for your milk to come in, but it just, what was going on, just, it wasn't working, and it just, I don't know, I was very flustered, and gosh, I just wanted to go home. But anyway, at Jackson, like, he did not sleep, like, at all, even when we got home. Like, and I think the very next day is when he went to his newborn appointment, and they said that he had lost way more weight than he should have, and that his every baby's jaundice, or has jaundice. Yeah, he was very jaundice, and he wasn't at the point of needing to be hospitalized or have the I don't know, I think it's called the bilirubin blanket or whatever. It's like a blanket that like puts off UV lights, but he was still at the point of, like, she was concerned about it. So she instructed us to supplement at least once a day. So I had no problem with that. I knew I was gonna breastfeed him. I love breastfeeding. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with breastfeeding. It can be very difficult, but like, I was bound and determined to do it, so I knew I would. Especially with my first son, nursing him the whole time and not giving him any formula, him being fine, like, yeah. So anyway, so I think up until his jaundice went away and his weight was back up, then I just went back to nursing and everything was fine. So like, he didn't really have formula for a long period of time, but I just, you know, I wanted to do what was best for him and for my sanity. So that was something that, you know, my husband was also able to do. He was, because I'm not able to pump all the time, or wasn't able to pump all the time. My pump actually kind of sucked, but he was able to feed him by giving him formula. So yeah, that worked out. And then, you know, he never had formula after that, and really I saw it as a lifesaver. And the only reason that I had formula, I never bought any, and I'm doing it this time around too. And this time I will be bringing it to the hospital, because they didn't want to listen to me last time. They were a little bit too pro breastfeeding and not like, hey, let's look out for the best interest of the mom and baby. And I'm not saying everyone has to do that. I'm not saying everyone has to do this, but this is just from my personal experience with Jackson. I don't want this happening again, that I would rather have a formula on hand in case he needs it, but still continue to breastfeed. And of course I worry about things like nipple confusion and stuff like that, which we will be getting breastfeeding friendly bottles and stuff, which it can still have it. But you know, I was also told don't give your baby a pacifier because of nipple confusion and stuff, but I did it anyway. Samuel, as soon as he got teeth, he hated his pacifier. Jackson, we're still working on him getting rid of his pacifier. Yeah, but yeah, so I want to show you what I got in the mail. What you do is you go online and you go to, I don't know, I'll have to put a link or I don't know, something up here to show you what I went to. But I went online and I signed up for these. This is Enfamil, right? Yeah, Enfamil. Nope, this is Similac. So this is a Similac one. I requested this probably around month 2 of my pregnancy. I can't show all of it because it has my address on it. You just sign up for this and prepare for it to take a while. If you're like early in your pregnancy and you want samples and whatnot, like do it as soon as possible. But has these 3 in there, and they did have coupons in there, but I took them out and I don't know what I did with them. But this is what it came with, and I don't know if they come with different ones. I don't, you know, I don't know anything. It's different every time because I got a different package from them last time. So what it comes with, and this is the Similac Total Comfort, easy to digest, gentle protein, and this is the infant formula with iron. This is birth to 12 months. This one is the Similac Pro Advanced. It's non-GMO, HMO, human milk. Oh my gosh, I don't even know that word says. I'm not gonna lie. Like immune support, but I don't see where it would say like what age, and I'm not that familiar with formula besides using it with Jackson, and I only use these little ones. So I'll have to do a little bit more research on this one, like what the age is, because I don't see it. Let me know if you see it. Okay, and this one is Similac Pro Sensitive, for fussiness and gas due to lactose sensitivity, non-GMO. We probably won't be using this one, but again, I don't see like on the other one where it says the age or whatever. It all came in this box, including coupons, and apparently you can earn points and stuff. So if you are planning on breastfeeding, and maybe if you just need this around for emergencies, like say something happened to you and you weren't able to pump or something like that, your baby obviously needs food, needs to be fed, then, you know, there you go. Like say you're, I don't know, in a car accident or something and your baby needs to be fed and you don't have the formula right, or you don't have anything else right there for the baby, then you'd have something. Or if you got really sick, or I don't know, anything could really happen, and I would rather have something around than nothing around at all in case of emergencies. I'm just that type of person where I'm like, oh, you gotta prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So here's the other one I got. I'll make sure I don't have my address showing. This is the Enfamil one. Super cute baby. Okay. This one, open it up. You can't open it like that. It also comes with a bunch of coupons and stuff. I don't have them all in here, but it also came with coupons to like other places. This one, I will actually open this up and show. So this one is completely ready to use. So you don't have to add water, you don't have to add anything. You can probably warm it up by running it under warm water or something. But it's the infant formula, milk based with iron, newborn through 3 months. So, and it says it's inspired by early breast milk. So yeah, here is, I'm gonna show you the box before I open it. What's inside. There are 6 of these, and they are 2 fluid ounces each, which is pretty good for a newborn. Okay, you just have these little bottles, and I don't really know if I'll use these because this is the first thing that my husband had used at the doctor's office for Jackson, and he said the nipple made the milk come out way too much. Like way too fast. But it also has, that's pretty cool. Focus. It shows how much they've drank. So yeah, you just unscrew this, and then they come with these nipples, which again, they're not really breastfeeding friendly nipples, but I'll probably keep these in the diaper bag for emergency uses and stuff in case I don't have anything else. Here we have their Enfamil Premium Gentle Ease. Eases fussiness, gas, and crying. This is also non-GMO. It says also ideal for supplementing, closer to breast milk. I'm assuming this is for any age because once again, I don't see anything. That's the only can that they gave me. Here's, let me just spin it because that does something. These are little packets that have obviously the formula in them. And oh, this one says infant through 12 months. So this one I definitely know will be. So you just basically dump this in a bottle, and I don't want to open this. It contains milk and soy. I think I'm gonna have to open this. Anyway, before I open it, so there's 4 of these little packets. So each one of these packets use 4 fluid ounces of water. So if you were to do 2 of these packets, you'd have to do 8, but there's the instructions. And part of the reason I really enjoy breastfeeding is the benefits. The benefits for the baby and the benefits for me. I don't like washing bottles. I really don't. I have enough dishes to take care of. I have enough stuff to take care of, but really, like, washing bottles is just, it's an inconvenience. And like, I have a dishwasher and everything, but like, my gosh, we run our dishwasher probably twice a day. I do. I run my dishwasher like probably twice a day. Just rather not do that. And the benefits, you know, brain development, stuff like that, like, formula is great for mothers who can't. And I think that it's important to at least try. And I really thought when I began, or before I began breastfeeding, I thought it was going to be awkward because breasts are sexualized, and I'm not denying that whatsoever. Breasts are sexualized, so then putting a child on your boob, it seems weird and unnatural, but the very first latch, like, it's perfect. Like, you have a bond already with your baby, and then you have an even more bond because you're just, I mean, you have everything you need for your baby. I mean, it lowers your risk of cancer, like breast cancer, I think ovarian cancer too, I'm not quite sure, but it also helps you burn calories, which is great because I gain a lot of weight during my pregnancies. So I think it's like you can burn between 300 and 400 calories either per day. I can't remember, it's per day or it's like per nursing session. I'm not exactly sure, but no, it's just, it's great. It's wonderful. I love it. It helps you heal after birth faster, like it shrinks your uterus. So
you have visitors.
I see that.
Hi. And mommy is doing I don't know.
Doing a video?
Yep.
Talking about nursing?
Nursing, yeah.
What is nursing?
Baby. Oh, that patio's a...
No, don't mess that up. that's part of the,
baby bump.
yeah.
What is this? Is that baby nurse in this?
Oh. Sorry, Sam just came home and Jax woke up from a nap and they needed to say hi to mommy. I don't remember what else I was saying. I don't remember. But basically, like, oh, I was talking about the calories burned and stuff. Yeah, but I mean, that's added help. Oh yeah, and nursing helps your uterus contract more, and that helps you heal faster. One of the other things that I unfortunately did not get was a lot of mothers, when they exclusively nurse, they don't get their periods until they're done nursing. Like, they're completely done nursing, or up to 6 months. Me, after I finished bleeding from after birth, because like after you have a baby, like obviously most women don't have like any bleeding at all during their pregnancies. It's like your body makes up for it. You just bleed for like a month or 2 or whatever. But no, I never skip my period. I don't know why. I was so frustrated about that. But yeah, that was definitely an added benefit. And the fact that like I don't have to carry bottles. I don't have to worry about like having anything, like just bring my boobs along and nurse the baby. And I'm not one, like with Samuel, I was weird about covering up, and then I think it got to where he was like 4 or 5 months old and he could grab things, and he did not want the cover. And I got to the point where I'm just like, screw it, like he doesn't want to cover, I'm not exposing myself, like I'm not like taking my boob and like flopping it out and like feeding him. Like I was always very discreet. No one ever saw anything besides like his head being there. So from that point on, like I hated covers, and like, you don't like it, don't look. Like I really, like, I don't understand people that get all bent out of shape. Like I can understand if you like did just like plop your boob out and it was sitting there and you got the baby all adjusted and put it on there, like, but like people, not all people are like that. Like I don't even like my boobs. Like after having babies, like my boobs are very different. They've changed a lot, and it's not because of breastfeeding, it's because of pregnancy. They say that breastfeeding changes your boobs, but really like pregnancy changes your boobs. It changes your whole body. So no, like I wouldn't be one to want to show off my boobs. Like they are just for nursing. And I actually forgot to bring up Jackson. I stopped breastfeeding him pretty much as soon as I found out I was pregnant with this baby, and not because of anything I was worried about with it, but I was just so nauseous that I didn't want anyone touching me, and I just could not stand it. But yeah, so my battery's about to die. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you for my next video. Bye.